Well, right behind me, I've got the 2025 Chevrolet Traverse Z71. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Jason and I do reviews on vehicles here in Canada. So reviews just like this. If you love car reviews, be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the channel. And also thank you to Georgetown Chevy for allowing me to review their Traverse. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over the different models that you can get from the Chevrolet Traverse, the safety features that you get with this Z71 package, the exterior, the interior, the infotainment system, and of course the pricing. All right, so when it comes to the different models that you can get with the Traverse, this will be the LT, the Z71, which you're looking at right now, or the RS. Now, in terms of the safety features that you get with the Traverse models, now this is almost a long list, so you do get quite a few things with this, and this is going to include the enhanced automatic emergency braking, front pedestrian braking and bicyclist braking, intersection automatic emergency braking, rear cross traffic braking, reverse automatic braking, rear park assist, blind zone steering assist, lane keep assist with lane departure warning, following distance indicator, forward collision alert, side bicyclist alert, and the LED reflective windshield collision alert. Now, in terms of what powers the Traverse, this does have the 2.5 liter turbo engine, and this is going to give you 328 horsepower and 326 pound-foot of torque. In terms of towing with this bad boy, you can tow about 5,000 pounds, and for your fuel economy, you're looking at about 12.3 liters per 100 kilometers in the city and about 9.9 liters per 100 kilometers on the highway. Now, since this is a Z71, which is pretty much an off-road focused SUV, you do get some unique things on this. For one, you get the advanced twin clutch all-wheel drive system, and of course the off-road suspension and skid plate. And this particular Z71 does have the enhanced driving package, so that's going to give you extra things with the vehicle. And you'll notice this as I walk around the vehicle and even inside, and this will include things like the digital rear view mirror, the Super Cruise driver assistance technology, the enhanced automatic parking assist, the driver attention assist. Inside you do get the premium 12 speaker Bose sound system, so a ton of valuable features in this with that package. So let's get started. All right, starting off in the front of this Traverse, you can see with the Z71 model, you do have some distinctive features that do stand out from the rest of them, and I think it makes it look way better. For instance, if you come down here to your bumper area, now you do have the body color like up here, but then the rest of it here is the black plastic, and then you got some silver trimming right in the center to kind of break everything up. Down here you kind of have like this lower open grille area with the sensor there in the center. There's also the red front recovery hooks, which definitely pop out, and the front safety sensors that do run across. Now you will notice on the corners you do have this pocket here, so an air vent, which is functional, and I do like that they did that. And now something very small on this plastic piece, you see these lines here. They could have just left it plain and boring, but I do like at least there's something on here to give it that nice oomph. And then you move into your very unique looking grille area. Now this is all gloss black, and I love the designing on this, even like these bits and pieces and how they are designed. Very cool. And then you get like this almost black chrome bar that stretches across, which also has the blacked out Chevy badging. And if you look underneath, you do have a front facing camera. Also within the grille, notifying you that you do drive a Z71, you have it right here. And then you just move into your lights. I love how the lights look on this. Like you have your daytime running one up there, and then your typical light down here. So I like the separation. And even around this, you have the chrome trimming that goes around and more of the plastic trim right underneath it. So if you look from far away or step back, you can see very aggressive looking. All right, now coming to the side of the Traverse here, let me just show you and get it in the frame here. You can see it has the nice styling on this, of course. Now there's no sunroof or anything with this one, but you do have your roof rails, which are in gloss black, and again, I like the gloss black on a vehicle. And around your windows, you've got the typical rubber look and feel here, but in the center here you do have gloss black, and then you do have also your body color door handles. Now as for your side mirrors, you do have these in gloss black. You can't tell because the vehicle is in black, but these do come gloss black, which is nice. And then you just got the plastic piecing underneath. You've got the turn signal built in, and then a side mirror camera. Now this has cameras all around, as you saw, and I'll show you that once we get inside. Also on the side of the front doors, you do have the gloss black Traverse lettering, and then around your wheels here and the side of the vehicle, you do have the black plastic, and that makes sense. Typically I would prefer having gloss black, but I'm pretty sure if you're gonna have this model, you're gonna take it off-road somewhat. So if anything does get scratched up, it will just be those pieces. And then you get into these really cool, very unique looking wheels. Now these are your 18-inch wheels, so you've got a mixture of gloss black, you've got the chrome going on, just a nice look to these. And then if I do take a step back, you can see they complement the Traverse perfectly. Also, you'll notice up here, you do have the reflector. All right, coming to the rear of the Traverse here, you can definitely see the nice looks back here. Now I'm gonna start off just at the bottom here. Like the front, your rear bumper is also covered in the black plastic, but then you also have the silver trimming there. I think the rear bumper looks way better than the front since it has more of the silver trimming here. In the center, hidden away, you do have your hitch behind that, and I like the quad exhaust setup. Also, like the front, you've got the rear safety sensors that run across, more reflectors back here, and then you have your reverse lights right next to them. Now moving to the tailgate area. Down here, you've got the blacked out Traverse all-wheel drive badging. You got another blacked out Chevy badge, and then again on this side you have the Z71 badging. As for these lights, I really like the designing on this and how they are done. Like you have this part that goes in, so it kind of meets all here. I don't know, it just looks very cool, and at night definitely sharp and stands out for sure. Also, right under the badge here, you do have the rear facing camera, which does have a washer. And then up here you do have like this built-in spoiler area with your digital mirror camera right there. You've got the brake light here, and then your wiper is right there. All right, let's check out the back here and see what we have going on in the Traverse. This is a power opening tailgate, of course. And since this is a 3-row SUV, if you're not familiar with these, you still have a good amount of room back here. As you can see, all of the rows are up right now, and the space back here is pretty decent. Now lifting up the carpet area here, you do have even more space to put probably like groceries, a couple of gym bags, so you can definitely utilize this and the top section up here. And the only other things back here are these hooks that are built in to the corners, and you do have your 12-volt socket. All right, let's head inside and check out what's going on. So opening up the door right away, you have an all black interior, as you can see, but there are bits and pieces that do stand out. Now down here, you do have some space, and then you've got the Bose sound system right here. As you can see, it says Bose. I like the little grill cover on this, and then even more chrome around it. As you move into your armrest area, you've got the soft touch material with the red accent stitching, and even this cool looking trim right here, which kind of has like this nice square designing with more chrome trimming right here. So overall, not a bad looking trim area. All right, let's jump inside. Now I'm going to start off in the 3rd row and kind of show you what's back there, how the seats look, the leg room, the headroom, and then I'll jump into the 2nd row and do pretty much the same thing. So to get to the 3rd row, it's very, very easy. You can just pull on this and the seat just comes forward like that. Now back here, you can see the seats are very nice actually. Even though this is an all black interior, you still got like the perforated middle sections there and on the back, and more of the red contrast stitching. Now I'm going to jump back here and show you the legroom and of course the headroom. All right, so I'm in, and I'm just going to push this seat back to where it was, locks in place. And honestly, I'm not fully tight in here. I'm snug, I can still move around. It's not all that bad. Now, if you're trying to fit 3 adults back here, it is gonna be a little bit tight because as you can see, I'm like halfway into the middle seat. So 2 adults would be ideal. And for the headroom, a ton of headroom. Like look at the space I have. That's a ton of headspace. So back here, even if you're going on a long road trip, and let's try sitting up even more, still, I think you should be good. Like even now, I just switched, or I sat up a little bit more, and I have a little bit more open room. So yeah, perfect back here. Now, other things you'll find back here is some space here, a cup holder spot right here. You've got a USB-C port right here. And then on the other side, you've got the same exact thing. I love that they've done this for this vehicle because sometimes one side just has the USB port and you're gonna be fighting with the other person. So on this, you have it on both sides. And to get out, you're just gonna lift this bad boy up and push the seat forward, and there you go. Also, you'll notice on the 2nd row seat that you do have this little handle. So if I pull that, that's just gonna fold down the seat right there. And you can also recline the seat from here. All right, let's talk about the 2nd row seats and see what we have going on. Right off the bat, you can see it is a captain's chair setup. There's no center seat with this. And same thing, you have the perforated middle sections with the nice red contrast stitching and then the white gray contrast stitching. I love how these seats look. They're very, very comfortable. And of course, you have your very own armrest. So now let me jump into the second row and show you the same thing for the legroom and the headroom. All right, I'm in, and you can see I have a good amount of room in the second row as well. Now the front row seat here is pretty far back, so if it is moved up, I'll have way more legroom. And then as for your headroom, again, look at the headroom I have. Like, this is insane. Usually on like a 3-row SUV, you'll be lucky to have like maybe this much, but look at this. It's so good. And behind the driver and passenger seats, I like how you have the soft touch material with the little storage pockets on both of them, so there's no plastic behind here, which I love. Now over on the rear center console area, you've got chrome trimming around your cup holders here. You've got the heating and cooling temperature controls, and then down here you have more of the USB-C ports, and you have an outlet back here as well. And if you look further down, right in here, you have some storage space, so if you do want to charge your phone, you can just tuck it in there. All right, let's head to the front and see if anything else is different compared to the back. And yes, there is, and I'm going to touch on it in just a second. Now up here, you do have a little bit more room and a dedicated spot for a water bottle. You have your trunk button right here, a bigger Bose speaker area, and then up here, you've got this beautiful red trimming. As you can see, you've got like the black lines and everything. And I love how it's a gradient trim, which it goes from red to black. Very unique. And then you just got your typical window controls, side mirror controls, and then just your lock buttons. All right, now as for the front seats, these are exactly like the second row seats. Very nice, very comfortable. I love all of the details, the middle perforated sections, and even like the sides here, you have this nice trimming. But yeah, overall, very nice looking seats. And on the front seats, you have the Z71 stitched in to the headrest. The front seats come heated, which is a plus. And then over on the side here, this is where you'll find all of your seat controls. And then down here, you have this beautiful door sill piece that says Chevrolet, and just the details on this, very unique. Underneath, nothing too crazy, just your foot pedals, and then you have your hood latch release right here. Moving further up, you've got quite a few things here. You've got the electronic parking brake, different modes, the all-wheel drive button, auto start stop, and then the cluster dimmer. Now moving to like this vent area, I like the chrome trimming around this. Very unique design on the vent, and more of that beautiful red trim that is going to stretch across to the dashboard and the other side. And your steering wheel is manual adjustable. Now when you do enter inside of the vehicle here, you do have this cool looking animation that kind of plays. All right, now entering inside, your whole dashboard is pretty big, and you do have a mixture of soft material here, the hard material up here. You've got a speaker here, speaker there, speaker in the center, and the same thing over there. And then you get into this beautiful 11-inch cluster area, which is fully digital. I love all of the details on this, as you can see, just super unique. So on this, you can view all sorts of different information about the vehicle, and all of that is controlled through here. So if I just press this, as you can see, all of your different things are going to change, and it just makes the whole thing look different. If I press it again, it's going to show me the full Google Map view, which I love. If I press it one more time, it's going to go to like your driver assistance area. If I press it one more time, it goes back to the original one that you saw. So a lot of information that can be viewed. And then as for your steering wheel, this is wrapped in the soft touch material. You've got the nice white contrast stitching. You've got the Super Cruise right here, if you're wondering what this is. And this little guy right here, this monitors the driver so you're not falling asleep or drowsy or whatever it is, and it's also heated. And then on the steering wheel, you have another blacked out Chevy badge, more chrome trimming around here, and then another Z71 badge. Over on the left side here, all of these controls, you've got the cruise control settings, follow distance, you've got the lower gear button, and then your Super Cruise button right here. And then over on the other side, you've got your Bluetooth, music, all of your different controls here for your phone, heated steering wheel button, and then your cluster control right here. You'll also notice behind the steering wheel, you do have paddle shifters on both of the sides, and back here, you do have your high beams, indicators, front and rear wiper controls. All that good stuff is here. The other side is your gear shifter. And then you move over to your armrest area. Now this, again, soft touch material, the white stitching, the red stitching, and even this nice trimming right here in the center. And opening this up, you do have this good sized tray that does pop out. And then you have a decent amount of storage space in this. Now, right before I show you the center console area, I quickly want to point out, you do have space underneath the center console, which is very good. So a ton of space in this that you can definitely utilize. And even on the side here, you have more red stitching. All right, now on the center console here, there is a ton of gloss black. You've got chrome bits and pieces. And if I open this little thing here, you have some storage in this as well, so you can close it away. Very nice. You got your front cup holders, and then you have this massive area. So in the center here is your wireless phone charger. You've got more USB ports down there and another 12-volt socket. And then moving right above all of that, you have all of your heating and cooling temperature controls, and then all the buttons right here. And then more of that beautiful red trimming. And then you move into your massive 17.7-inch touchscreen with Google built in, like I was showing you on the cluster. This is insane. It's massive. So one thing that you will notice, like I was mentioning, all of your heating and cooling is down here. But then you also have it at the bottom of the screen here. And you have your heated seat buttons right here. And then same thing for the passenger side. I'm just going to turn this off because it is kind of hot outside. So yeah, very nice that you have it on the screen and down here. I think I prefer having it on the screen. And then you get into your touchscreen here. Now there's quite a few things to cover in this, and not only do you have the first page, but then there's also the second page. Let's go to the first page here and under vehicle status. So here you have quite a few things. You have 3 different menus for maintenance, gauges, and trip. And then you have your vehicle silhouette with a bunch of different plus signs. So whatever you press, it's going to give you some sort of information about the vehicle, which is very, very nice. So as you can see, it's all around the vehicle. Then you just got My Chevrolet. You've got Google Assistant, Play Store, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay once you do have those set up. You also got the cameras. So here you have a ton of different views of the vehicle. You've got a bird's eye view. You've got the backup view right here. Now on this side, you have pretty much 2 sections, and let's go to the front view for a second. So here's the front camera, and you have standard. There's the overhead, so you see the top front, and then side. This is for your side mirror cameras. Now it's the same thing for the rear. You got the standard, overhead, side, and then also an extra one is for the hitch. And then you've got even Alexa in this. You've got trailering. This is going to open up your trailering stuff. So light tests, checklists, all the good stuff can be done through here. There's also the settings section. So here you can kind of fine tune those small little things to your liking and kind of personalize it how you want it. Then you've also got auto park assist right there. And then again, you have a climate section. So now you have this massive screen here that shows the climate. You've got it here and then down here. And you can obviously control not only the front, but also the rear. Now that's it for the first page. Let's go to the second page. You've got Wi-Fi hotspot, and then you have your audio section. This is gonna have your AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, USB, news, Alexa, and podcasts. There's also the map section. Again, full map view of the Google Maps. You've got your phone section once you do have it paired. Now under controls, if you go under here, you have quite a few things. Some of the things do overlap, but you would have probably noticed there is no lighting controls for the exterior anywhere here. It's all done through here. So if I go under see more controls, go under lights, here it is. You've got the interior lights, high beams, and then your headlights right there. Or you can just press this little light bulb and it'll kind of give you a shortcut menu. And also the one right next to it right here, this is for your lane keep, so you can turn it on and off from there. Now let me go back from here and exit. So you've got the control section, and then you've got podcasts again, and then news again. All right, up top you've got your rear view mirror. Not only that, you've also got a digital rear view mirror, which I love. And then moving up here, you have your sunglasses area, which you can put them in. You've got all of your roadside SOS and all that good stuff, and your hazards. And here is the key fob for this Traverse, just your typical Chevy key. All right, let's come to the passenger side and see what we have going on. So first off, here's another look at the under console storage area. And then you got the beautiful red again. I just love how this looks. Like, look at on the door trim, how it's a nice little gradient. And then also is more of the chrome trimming that goes into the front vents, and then just your typical glove compartment space. And here is the window sticker for this Traverse. The pricing that you see is in Canadian dollars, and this may be minus any discounts if available. Well, that does it for the review on this 2025 Chevrolet Traverse Z71. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this.